So I've been watching a few videos about OpenAI, and this company looks like they're going to get into the iPhone business, and they have some device they're talking about that there's no screen on it that has a camera and picks up everything in the room, so it kind of keeps track of everything you're doing. You're supposed to carry it around with you because it's battery operated, but I just think that people at a certain point are going to say, I just don't. I want my privacy, and I don't want anybody involved in what I'm doing. And I think some of these companies, they just assume that the consumer will just take whatever it is and leave it in their room, and that'll be fine. I realize there's some trade-offs for some technology benefits, and some you just have to trade off. But some of these, I think they're pushing a little too hard. And one thing is you have to kind of figure out what company you trust too. There's Google and there's Apple, and there's a few of these companies that are asking, well, OpenAI, they're asking for all this information on you. And I just don't know if it's going to take off. There may be a bump at the beginning, but people may figure out, I just don't want to give this private information anymore. And it's not like you're giving it to it, they're just taking it from you. And they're selling that information or using it for other things. But the other thing that this all ties into, and I saw a few videos of people were talking about this, the data centers that they need for processing all this AI stuff, they're popping up all over the place. And, they're big money's being invested in this on the potential of it bringing a big money back. But more than a few people were talking about this, and it makes sense. And I've been selling computers for, since the 80s with Apple. And computers don't sit stagnant. They get faster and faster and faster. And it's not just little by little. Some of them, huge jumps. And I think that's what they were talking about, the Apple M7 Ultra that should be coming out, next few years. And they're saying people are going to start realizing you can do a lot of your processing at home without using the cloud. So you're not sending it over to these AI, centers for processing. And if that comes to be, and I got the feeling it would, these data centers, there's really not going to be any reason for them to be around unless there's some huge, military company or a big movie company that needs them. But I still think that they're going to realize these computers are fast enough to do what they want at home. When I used to work at Angel Mountain, we did graphics and videos there. And we had a big room full of computers that were all linked together to do rendering. I mean, granted, this is 26 years ago, so it would take a weekend to render some of the stuff we were doing. But now it happens so fast, and think in the next year or 3 years or 5 years, how much faster it's going to get. And do you really need to have the cloud doing stuff? Because once you put it up there, you're giving up your privacy. And I know this is not pro audio related, but it is technology related. And I think a lot of these other guys that have been talking about this, it's starting to make sense, because every year the computers are getting faster and faster, and they're making the code for the running the software is tighter and tighter, so it's more efficient. I mean, it's amazing what's going on. So it's just an observation I was making. I don't know if these data centers are really going to be a problem once nobody needs them anymore. I mean, granted, there's people out there that are dealing with them right now, and it's kind of not the best way of handling things. What they're doing and where they're placing them. But if you don't need them anymore, there's no reason to keep them running. They shut down and they turn into, I guess, Amazon warehouses. We'll see. Well, there you go.